What's up, everybody? This is Raph and Tom, and today we're going to be reacting to Godzilla Minus One's official trailer. So hit that like button with an atomic breath, and let's get right. Okay, I think this is the first point we need to discuss. VFX. Yeah, let me make something a little less blurry. Let's see if I can get the frame right. Okay, that's good enough. The VFX value in this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's Hollywood level for sure.
Exactly, exactly. And if you've watched previous Godzilla movies made by Japan, then will understand. Then you'll know that no matter how much we love them, the VFX area was always a little bit off. Was always a little bit weird. It's like it didn't catch up with the times. Maybe it was due to budget reasons, probably so. But now this is clearly a very high budget Godzilla title made by Japan. So you can guess why we're so eager to see it. The smoke effect. And there we can see Godzilla's reflection on the window. And from what Tom told me, they're actually using, several bits of every single Godzilla design to come up with the ultimate modern Godzilla version. What do you say to this, Tom?
Well, I wouldn't call him. The effects are modern. The story is rooted in the original.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that they're doing that, even if they weren't using such high effects, which I am happy to see.
Yes.
Of course, that's better. Even if they weren't, I would be happy that they were making a movie that's going back to the roots. It's going back to why Godzilla was created in the first place.
And from what you're saying, then this is some sort of a, I'm not going to say reboot, but a very uh, inspired movie on the original Godzilla that came out in 1950.
1954.
Yeah, I think it's 54. And I've actually watched bits of it, and it's very dark, it's very gritty, it's very serious, but it can be a little bit too old for people to watch, even though it's very interesting. Godzilla, when he first appeared, was a different beast altogether. And, if we get to see that same setting, even if, it takes certain liberties, which I think every remake or derived movie should take, I'm looking forward to this, Tom. I'm so looking forward to this. Oh
Very
my
much so.
fucking Christ, look at this.
That is a set of jaws right there.
Everything about it looks good. The trains look good. The Godzilla scales look good. You can see so many differences in color and shape. His eyes look awesome, and you can see that he has more of a classic type of Godzilla head, not so much the American version. And his biting a fucking train. Just like that. Oh, look at this. Look at this again. Look at all those particles. Even the sign, it just didn't just break. It actually fell before going forward. So, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by this level of production.
Yeah, the camera angle, it's a lot more personal. It looks like, okay, in most Godzilla movies, you see it from Godzilla's point of view, and cities are being destroyed, of course, in all the Godzilla films.
Yes, yes, yes.
This we're getting to see the destruction at ground level, and it this is more of a horror Godzilla than some of the
Exactly.
previous ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is much more personal because if you see Godzilla destroying a building, you can say, okay, he's very strong. But if you see destruction from the point of view of the people who are running from him, then you're gonna see the real horror. You're gonna see the real terror. So really good stuff. And again, this is just a tail swipe. And he was actually just turning. He wasn't attacking. Oh, we want you guys to pay attention to this because I'm sure Tom caught on to this. people
Yeah, that
fly up.
shockwave just stomping down and a shockwave of absolute destruction and energy.
You know, we tend not to be too demanding with kaiju movies because we know the budget isn't so big. But kaiju has always been about the visual spectacle, about the visual show. That's how it's always been. And now that we get all of those ridiculous effects, that attention to detail, oh, I think we could be in for one of the best Godzilla movies ever, Tom.
I think so. And I'm a big fan of the legendary Hollywood Godzilla movies, but I think they better watch themselves, and they might
Yes.
be outdone here.
Yeah, you better watch out. And this, if you guys have ever played Uncharted 3 or 2, then you are familiar with this type of recording. There is a large platform on which the characters are on the foreground, and then on the background something different's happening. And this adds a lot of tension, it adds vertigo. You know, watch it again. And this is going to be in the theaters. So like, oh, whoa, whoa, what the fuck's going on?
Oh,
And there
they're
we
going to release it in IMAX too.
really.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, and here we can see it better. We can see Godzilla. Is he walking towards the flame, or did he cause the flame, the explosion? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, Godzilla's in the right-hand corner there, facing the explosion, so maybe that was an atomic blast. Maybe he's reacting to a bomb being dropped. I'm not sure.
Yeah, too many variables. Too many variables. Oh, did you guys catch this? We're Godzilla nerds. I'm sorry. See, Godzilla was standing still. Explosion, shockwave. So this wasn't Godzilla. This was a device, some sort of device. It's a nuclear bomb, or something to the sort of. And here you can see the circular pattern, because if you go from the top left corner of the screen towards the center, you're gonna see the circular pattern of the explosion. You're gonna see the radius of the explosion. You know,
Yeah,
things.
that's definite blast radius.
Yeah, it's a blast radius for sure.
From 0 to minus. You lose everything and then you lose more. Are you noticing the Godzilla going under the ship in the water?
Jesus, I hadn't noticed it. This could be the ultimate Godzilla movie. This microfilm's property. This microfilm is the property of the United States government and PPSO Naval District, Washington. Okay. So it's the microfilm that reached Japan. And the government... Go ahead.
I wonder if that's supposed to be Dr. Serizawa.
Could be. Could very well be. Dude, this movie is getting better by the minute. So here we can see on the map they were pointing straight to Tokyo, which is probably where Godzilla was going for. Yeah, we can see Godzilla's claws. So I think the sequence here was actually put in a reverse order, because this is probably going to be first. You know, Godzilla swimming, heading towards Tokyo, and then we're going to see what we saw in the beginning of the movie, of the trailer. What the?
Boom.
Did that come from above or below?
I think that came from below. I think that was Godzilla's blast coming out of the water.
Yeah. Really, really quick. Fuck me. Then throwing a ship just because you can. If you could, you would. And that sequence, that sentence, no, that monster will never forgive us. The atomic blast that ravaged Japan and then gave birth to Godzilla, right?
Well, I don't know if it gave birth to him or just caught his attention, gave him more power.
Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, in the creation of Godzilla in the movies, yes, it was because of the atomic blast.
Mm-hmm.
It was because of that that he was a metaphor for it. But in the movie, I think it just grabbed his attention, kind of like smelling good food. It was atomic energy. He thrives on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice take. And in this case, survive and fight is actually mankind. It's not going to be a. I don't think it's going to be, and all of a sudden, hey, Godzilla is actually a good guy. I think he's going to try and fuck everything up.
Godzilla.
-1.
-1.
What do you say
That's
to
a good
this?
shot. He's obviously taken on some damage in this
Yeah,
one. You
he's kind
can
of
see,
burning.
yes.
Probably from the explosion we saw. Let's see if we can see a little bit more of the background. No, we can't.
-1.
But yeah, I don't think this is any transformation. I can see actually a little bit, lots of chunks of flesh. And this area I can see on his neck, those pink-colored parts. I think those are just live flesh. So yeah, that's damage for sure. Tom?
Still a great show. Oh, yeah, it's damage. I think it's. I'm not sure because he regenerates and he eats nuclear energy. So I'm wondering if it was from the oxygen destroyer. So that had to be Dr. Serizawa then, because they created something just to combat Godzilla. Because what are you going to do against something that eats nuclear energy?
Wait until it gets tired and goes away. Or make it tired.